Hey, decided to wear some black for this video because, yeah, I'm talking about the main event of WrestleMania. For those of you wondering what took me so long, it's been over a week since WrestleMania happened. But honestly, I was debating whether or not to do this video, mainly because I didn't know what to say. I Everybody else basically said it. Not to mention, look at my videos. I've done 10 videos just on The Undertaker. I mean, he's my favorite wrestler ever. Ever. And there won't be anyone that ever takes that spot, as far as I know. As far as I can see into the future. But, yeah, the main event of WrestleMania 33, and it was a rightful main event because of what happened, especially Undertaker versus Roman Reigns. Now, some people say, oh, this match was not that good because, there were some botches in there, but when you consider that The Undertaker is, 51, 52, and he's still trying to put on the best matches he can, with the body that's probably being banged up with God knows how many injuries, with the decades that he's wrestled for the WWE, and the insane type of matches that he's had. I mean, hell, Mick Foley is, 40-something? And he can't even walk properly. And so just to see him try and have this match was, what else can you say? Not to mention the fact that a couple of the botches, they're only like one or two, to be honest. I mean, people act like there was a bunch of them. Not really. But the thing that I wanted to talk about is mainly the ending. But the match itself was pretty good. I thought it was a solid match, but the ending was something else. And it really reminded me of the ending of Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels Streak versus Career at WrestleMania 26. The soon-to-be defeated crawling up the soon-to-be winner's body and defiantly daring them to finish them off. I mean, Shawn Michaels slapping The Undertaker across the face at WrestleMania 26, still my favorite WrestleMania match. Nothing can top that as far as I'm concerned. And this time, The Undertaker basically telling Reigns, finish me off if you have the balls. It was very similar, and the last part was kind of a botch because they're out of position. And Roman Reigns trying to hit the ropes, but then he went the other way, hitting the ropes like 3 times, gaining momentum, and bam, the 4th spear of the night on Undertaker. The first one through a freaking table. The Undertaker, 52 years old, and still getting put through tables. I mean, come on. And I honestly think that they took advantage of the no-holds-barred stipulation. I said this in my WrestleMania review. They took advantage of that stipulation a lot better than Seth Rollins and Triple H did in their non-sanctioned match. There was a lot of brutality. The Undertaker and Roman Reigns, basically, when they really had the advantage, especially with the steel chair, just wailing the crap out of each other. And it was brutal, and it felt really good to see them try and do everything they can to finish the other off. And that's what Reigns did. I mean, he did everything he could. And that final spear, that 4th and final spear, hitting him, bam! And then 1, 2, 3. I talk about what Lesnar did at WrestleMania 30 as the unthinkable. Unthinkable happened, but this was the unimaginable. The truly unimaginable, because I know there are probably some people who have been waiting for The Undertaker to retire for years and been wanting him to because they're selfish assholes who think they know everything, but The Undertaker kept on going and kept on having good matches and still doing more and more. But I think he decided that it was time to finish it. And I remember when I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. I have to in order to really... When the streak ended, when it ended at WrestleMania 30, I remember the buddy I was with, I want to just say her name. Her name is Ingrid. So when we watched it, she was pissed and said, I can't believe they had him lose. And I shot back and was like, they don't make him do anything. He chose to have that happen to him. And again, he chose to have Roman Reigns finish him off, basically. And I know some people are pissed off that it was Roman Reigns and WWE is quote-unquote shoving him down his throat to win. But first of all, he's the biggest merchandise mover on that roster. He's the man who gets the most publicity, because no matter where he's at, people talk about him. No matter what videos are on YouTube or what sort of things happen, people just have to talk about Reigns. He's the guy who's going to bring the most money, and he's the one who's going to bring the most eyeballs on your product and put the most asses in seats. So it made sense for Taker to do that, to lose this match and end his career. That hurt. Oh, God, it hurt a little bit. And so, I think what happened the night afterwards was fantastic. With Reigns this is what Reigns, I think, should be doing, and as a fan, and I would really hope that WWE continues to do this. Let him go out there, say only a few words, and not give a damn what the idiots in that auditorium say, what they think that they are the experts. He shouldn't care. So that's the big difference between him and Cena. Cena will go out there, soak in the booze and laugh and ha 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 ha. And I was like, oh, you guys, it's great to be here. You're so vocal. Where Reigns just goes out there and it's like, whatever. You came here to see me, fools. And just go out there, kick ass, take names. And he needs to be the ass kicker that we saw in the Shield. Just go out there and beat people down. That's what I want to see. And the next night on Raw was great. I timed this too. For 1 minute and 40 seconds, there was a very big, it was a giant thank you Taker chant from the crowd. I mean, these people may be idiots, but even they have to understand what The Undertaker meant for wrestling and meant for the WWE. But at 1 minute and 40, there was a small Roman sucks chant. And it kept on getting bigger. It was like from here, the thank you Taker chant, to the Roman sucks chant right about here. And then slowly, over another 1 minute and 40, maybe, 1 minute and 40, timed it again, it went the other way. And now the thank you Taker chants were very, very faint, and and Roman sucks were just overpowering. And then that's when his music hit, and he walked into a giant chorus of boos, and he didn't crack at all. He just went out there, calm as he could be. He didn't give a damn what they thought. And then every time he was pacing around the ring, was about to speak, they booed him more. They shouted obscenities at him. They threw a whole bunch of chants at him. They even did what looked like a Nazi salute. I mean, I know it isn't. I've heard it's from Matt Hardy's thing, but the way they do it looks like a freaking Nazi salute. They look stupid doing it. And then, in the middle of it, he says off mic, which he did. He had them in the palm of his hand. And some people, when I went on Troll Safari this following week, or this past week, sorry, this past week, people were saying, oh, it's so sick of me. There's nothing but apathy towards him when he comes out. And thankfully, somebody actually responded to that person saying, did you not hear that, crowd? There was a lot of emotion there, but apathy was not one of them. Apathy is having a cruiserweight match and wrestling your ass off while a bunch of dumbasses watch a damn volley, a beach ball, and say, beach ball mania! Beach ball mania! And not even care about the match. Then they pretend to care towards the end when Neville's about to do the red arrow, and then he tells them, screw you guys, you don't deserve it. And just puts him in a submission hold. That's apathy. Reigns got no apathy whatsoever. It was anger, it was hate, And it was perfect. And all he did was say 5 words that just completely owned the entire crowd. He said, "This is my yard now." And then dropped the mic. That's what we need from Reigns. Say a few words, go in there, kick ass, take names, and don't give a damn about what those people say. That's what The Undertaker was when he first started. He had a manager. Yes, he had Paul Bearer, but he would go out there, kick ass, take names. As he would say, taking souls and digging holes. But what The Undertaker did here was really launch Roman Reigns, just like he elevated Brock Lesnar when the streak ended at WrestleMania 30. Now that his career is over, what now? I mean, it was poignant, it was beautiful, and very, very sad. No, I did not cry, for those of you wondering. I'm sure a lot of people did cry when they saw that. When him taking off his gloves, his coat, and his hat, and just laying it in the center of the ring, and basically laying The Undertaker to rest. And letting the man behind The Undertaker now go and be a man. And not be the Phenom, the Demon of Death Valley, The Undertaker. I mean, it was sad. It was sad. It was poignant. But we kind of needed it. Because if he hadn't lost and we had that very emotional moment, there would be so many people wondering if he was going to come back and give us another match and this and that. But it's over. It's over. But that's life, even in wrestling. But I don't know what you think. What did you think of The Undertaker's last match against Roman Reigns? And what did you think about that a moment afterwards? And do you think they'll do right with Roman Reigns this time and let him just be an ass kicker and just go and destroy people? Also, I don't know if I've asked this before, but what's your favorite Undertaker moment? Just a moment. It doesn't have to be a match. It could be something in the backstage area or an interview or something like that. But something of the Undertaker character associated with the WWE. What's your favorite Undertaker moment? So, I know this one was kind of sad and at times a little angry, but the next video is gonna I'm gonna step away from wrestling, and man, there's something I really gotta get off my chest, and there's gonna be some anger on that one. But for this one, it's more of a sad feeling, to be honest. So, thank you to The Undertaker for all the years that you have entertained us and put on great matches and given us so many moments to talk about. Rest in peace.